I'm Big D, he's Mini Mini, and together we're Unbox them all dynamic duo. You know, I wanted to do this video. It's been on my heart the last couple of days. Like, I talked to my buddy Ian, with Ian from Ian, and I consider him a brother now. I've met him several times in several different occasions in different environments, and he's always had a kind word, always been encouraging, and you know, how do I get all emotional? You know, he came to Slim Rip's Emo Brown Trade Night, and he literally spent, I want to say, at least an hour, if not a couple hours, throughout the night with me and Mini Mini, and just pouring into me. And he's like, dude, I didn't know that about you because I was opening up. And he's like, just be who you are. Like, yes, on this channel, we're going to rip packs, we're going to do events. But this really all started over a little over a year ago on my other TikTok channel, because I wanted to make a digital diary for my kids. You know, I've battled some medical issues throughout the years. I was morbidly obese at one point, close to, well, I was hovering around 400 pounds on a regular basis. I've had the gastric bypass. I've lost over 200 plus pounds. I did my first half marathon last year for my birthday. I'm trying to do another one for this birthday. And in the process, you know, my best friend of over 30 years, he died last year. But prior to him dying, I was trying to donate my kidney to him. And the reason I'm bringing this all up was we were in Arizona. He had got a kidney from a deceased donor, and me and my Mini Mini, he is my ace deuce. If you've ever met us together, he's the spitting image of me. He is the highest of highs in my life. And you know, this last year with things going on, the family dynamics have changed. Even that little break right there was Mini Mini was calling me. And I was in Arizona. I was taking care of my brother as he was recovering from the kidney transplant. And Mini Mini's at this age where he's really starting to find himself. And I'm talking to you guys, you know, I checked my demographics on YouTube Studio, and it's 100% of my guys, or 100% of our followers, well, I don't know about followers, but 100% of the people that watch my video, it's a male demographic. And this doesn't, you know, I guess I haven't posted anything that really generates with the women, but, you know, this is coming from as a parent. You know, I felt my son, not that we were disconnecting, because I'm always involved in the kids' lives, but he's learning, he's becoming his own person. And so I was in Arizona, and I was there for 6 weeks, and he was into Fortnite, and I started playing Fortnite, and I was really bad. Like, I'm talking horrendously bad. And to the point where my son and his friends, all ranging from 8 to 10, were like, who's gonna take care of Dennis's dad? Oh, I will. Like, one of their jobs in the group was to take care of me on the game, to make sure, and if I died, they would revive me. And it became a thing where we got on every day for 2 hours a day, taking breaks in between and stuff, and we played and we connected. And when I got back home, we were watching Deep Pocket Monster, his Gengar video in October, I think it was, or when he dropped it. And up until then, my son had been collecting Pokemon for roughly since he was 3, but not, you know, seriously, not to the extent that we're doing now. And I watched this video with Pat, and I was like, holy cow, like, there's this whole community out there, because I am the type of parent that I don't let my son watch everything on YouTube. I monitor everything. And there's certain PokeTubers I don't allow him to watch, because either A, I don't feel like they tell the whole story, B, they are over the top. And you know, if you find your niche, especially in social media, you can become an influencer. And you know, I don't know about other parents, but you know, your kid wants that hot toy for the year, and you know, so it's a very powerful tool on social media. And I always am very cautious of who I allow my son to watch. And I watched this video with Pat, and then I did a deep dive on his channel, and I've deep dived on his other endeavors, and I just really became impressed with this human being. And I've had the pleasure of meeting him several times, and I'm here to tell you guys, he's as real as it gets. I'm all over the place, but the reason I'm sharing all this is that when I started collecting Pokemon with my son, like really Pokemon, hunting and doing drops and all that, it was just so I could connect with my son right where he's at. And this whole other world has exploded. I've made friends. I've made a few enemies because I don't put up with a lot of BS. And I've made some family members. I share that because even when I've been out of pocket and I became that dad in line, I went back and apologized to the same group of young men, and luckily they accepted my apology. Because the truth of the matter, this hobby is for all of us. It's for every single dad, mom, child, daughter, son, aunt, uncle. Like, I've met so many people throughout this hobby that are collecting with their kids, their grandkids, their nieces, their nephews, their brothers, their sisters. And it's such the coolest thing because, like, I'm getting what I call God bumps. Is that no matter where you are in life, if you walk into the right trade show, your whole life can change. Because you can meet that one person that's gonna hitch their wagon to your horse, and you guys are gonna ride off into the sunset collecting Pokemon, making great memories and having wild adventures. And I share all that because I've been struggling lately. I'm a dad on a budget. If I'm being really honest, I've maxed out a few credit cards to get us started in this business. Every time I do a trade show, I have anxiety. My Mini wanted to hire his first employee, the Fueco, I call him the Fueco kid, the Fueco Coco kid. But you know, my son jokingly chastises me because I mispronounced the name. And this kid is awesome. Leo is a godsend. He helps me at the booth. He helps Mini. He is honest. He's a hard worker. But with that added cost, you know, and I'm teaching my son and I had to take a step back. Like the other day, I had to take a step back because he wanted to do a trade. And I'm like, buddy, we need to pay back the investment. And we need to, you know, you're trying to save up for card party, you're trying to do X, Y, Z. And I really sat there and thought about it because I was looking at it from a 49-year-old man perspective who struggled with life, who struggled, you know, growing up poor. And I didn't even know I was poor because my parents always made sure I had everything I wanted, which led to other issues. But I'm trying to get my son into the right mind frame because he came to me when he said, after that first experience at Rippin' Hits, when we accidentally started vending, when Eric said, hey, you guys want a table? I got a free table. And it just kind of exploded into this, you know, now we have inventory, we have overhead. And you know, my son said, because every time we do anything, like just today, we had a soccer practice, and I have these 3 questions I ask Mini every day. Whether it's, whether it's any experience we do, like what happened today that you're really proud of? What's something you think you could do better? And what's something that you thought you did right? You know, I lead with something that to make him happy or get him to start off positive. I constructively criticize. Well, I don't criticize. I have him analyze the event, the day, or whatever, and then I close with something that's positive too, so he's able to see through the ebb and flow of the conversation that there's always a highlight, there's something that we can work on, and there's something to be proud of that you already worked on. And usually if we have days together where we're back to back, it's you see the ebb and flow. And you know how the Fueco Coco kid came about was we did a trade night where we were slammed. And I said, hey, I asked him, what do you think we did well? That he goes, we were interacting. And I said, what do you think that's something we can do better? He's like, we need to hire someone to help us. And I said, okay. And Leo came to mind because he's helped us out with a few binder challenges. He's at pretty much every trade night that we go to, and we reached out to him, and it's been a great experience. I share all this, and I'm kind of rambling because it's been an ongoing thing where I'm trying to improve who I am, because I want to be the person that many thinks I am. You know, I am a dad on a budget. I'm a dad going through a major transition in life. I'm struggling sometimes to find my way because I don't want to let my son down. I don't want to let myself down. And I don't know if anybody can relate to this, but as a dad, as a human, as a man, as a father, as a son, you know, I'm my parents' legacy. And, you know, I had a conversation with a good friend of mine, and I told them, like, I had the same conversation with someone in the community. Sorry, gotta have my drag up coffee, hashtag not sponsored, but if you ever want to sponsor me. My mom raised me right. My pops, who was my stepdad, came in my life when I was 7. My dad, who I have a great relationship with now, they all raised me right. I chose to do bad by myself. You know, that's for another video, another time. But I've never wanted to let them down. And when I did bad and I did let them down, I carry this guilt. And, you know, October 1st, 2017, I was at Route 91, and if you don't know what that is, you can look it up. You could also check out our other channel, lovewinsofficial.org, across all social media. And I came home with a mission that I was going to change the world one random act of kindness at a time. I was going to leave the world better than I found it. And it's been my passion of mine for the last 8 years, and I've carried that into the Pokemon universe, where I truly believe that random acts of kindness will change the world. You have to put yourself out there. You have to be willing to be evolved. You have to be willing to push yourself. You have to be willing to lay it all out on the line, because you never know what battle someone's struggling with that they're not talking about, and that you just being kind enough to say, hey, I see you. Hey, let me open the door. Hey, your hair looks nice. Great beard. Nice shoes. I love your makeup today. Giving away a card, doing random acts of kindness at trade shows, packs, binders, you know, whatever's something. And I'm not saying you have to go broke. I'm talking just telling someone, hey, I'm glad you're here. Like, we won best vendor of the night at Slim Rips Emo Trade Night, and I wear that. Like, that is, to me, the greatest award I've ever gotten in my life, other than my Dad of the Year award for my kids. You know what I mean? Like, that means that we have set a bar to where people liked us enough to go out of their way and vote and say we were the best vendor of the night. And I'm not knocking the other vendors, because to be honest with you, I did not think we had a shot, because we weren't the biggest vendor. We didn't have all the coolest stuff. But every person that came to my table, I made sure that they left with a smile. If a kid came to the table, I let them know that I see them. I engaged with them. And I share that because I know what it feels like to be in a room with thousands of people and feel like the loneliest person in the room. Like, to me, you know, I jokingly call myself the king of the bulk. If you have bulk that you're not doing anything with, don't plan to master set, please bring it my way. I will take it off your hands. I will store it. I would organize it. We do giveaways. We do donations. And I love helping people complete master sets, because the other day, Mini was with his mom, Pokemon 7774, and they were having their adventure. And I missed him. Like, he is such an integral part of myself. And I missed him. And what I did is I pulled out the bulk and I separated it. I found 4 cards that we were looking for, 2 master sets that we're working on right now. And I was able just to hang and do something that I know my son would enjoy, because it was something that we did together, and it helped me. It just helped me. I just felt good. Like, that's what Pokemon does for me, and being in the community, it makes me feel good. It makes me feel like I am putting good juju out in the world by helping people finish their master packs, our master sets, helping people, letting people, learn with me, because I've made a ton of mistakes, and I've only been in the hobby 8 months, and I'm still learning, and I'm still loving, and I'm still trying to get better, because I want to be the best version of me for myself and for everybody that comes in contact with me. I don't ever want anybody to run into me at a Pokemon event or a trade night or at a convention and be like, man, that guy Big D is an a-hole. I want people to walk away, and when they say I met Big D of Dynamic Duo, and whoever they're talking to, be like, I know that guy, that guy's great. And I'm not saying that because I need validation. I'm just saying that because I want to be the type of person that when you're at a convention and I'm there, you're looking for me because I'm going to give you the best hug, the best deal, and we're going to make some great memories together. And if I can't find the card, or if I don't have it, I'm going to make it my personal mission to find the card that you're looking for and make sure you get a good deal on it. Because it was done for me, like the guys at Clover who blessed my son with his Pikachu pack that literally started this whole adventure. Rips and Hits for giving us our first opportunity to vend that lit a fire under my son's spirit. For Shane and the Border Brothers at Slim Rips for giving my son his personal Tropicals for our Stellar Crown to finish, because that was my son's chase card. There's so many people who've invested in us. I want to be the person that invests in you. So whether you're new to the hobby, or you're trying to connect with your kids, or reconnect with your childhood, like, I hope you understand that I see you. I understand, and it's okay to struggle in the hobby, because it means you're trying, you're investing. Like Pat always says, get the reps in. Like, I don't have, and this circles back to Ian. We were talking, and I was like, I'm gonna invest. I see everybody with their camera setups at their booth, and what camera do you use when you record? And he goes, bro, use what you got. Just be you. Tell your story. Be authentic. Don't be like everybody else. Find your niche. Talk about what just like Gonzo says, collect what you like. I like master sets. Right? I like bulk, to be honest with you. I love shifting through bulk and finding the gold. Like, I got so excited when I got the fossil for Stellar Crown, the common card, not the reverse holo, at the Ninja Exchange Easter event. I screamed like you would have thought I pulled a Pikachu rare $1.5 million card. And everybody's like, what'd you pull? What'd you pull? I said, the fossil card, the fossil card. And they looked at me like I had lost my mind. But that's who I am. I love the adventure of the chase. I love finding things that people discarded and finding value for them. And maybe that's because I felt like that for so long. I felt like I had been discarded by society because of the choices I made. And in the end, a few people invested in what they saw, and it changed my whole life. If you're new to this hobby, it doesn't matter what kind of binder you have. Even though I truly believe in bad binder behavior. I'm not saying, I personally love Voltex, hashtag not sponsored, but if you want to sponsor the Dynamic Duel, please go ahead. There's other binders out there, as long as they protect your cards, and it doesn't matter if the card's worth hundreds, thousands, dollars, or pennies. If you like the card, then collect it. Show it off, show your collection off. Because the truth of the matter is, if you like it, it's valuable. I hope this video helps somebody. It's my truth. It's who I am. I'm Big D. He's Mini Mini. In a world where you can be anything, be kind. It's priceless. It's free. And I promise you, a random act of kindness will change the world. Until next time, unbox them all, Dynamic Duo. Pew, 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 pew.